Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. I am speaking on behalf of the en bloc, and in particular, H.R. 8368, the Coordinator for Afghan Relocation Efforts. This is an important bipartisan bill that members of this committee should readily support. It codifies an office that will do critical work on Afghanistan relocation that we have shown is a top priority. This work is important. The Coordinator for Afghan Relocation Efforts, or CARE, is the center of the U.S. government's effort to relocate Afghan allies, allies that worked alongside U.S. personnel, allies that we made commitments to, allies who are now in danger because of their affiliation with the United States. As I've said in committee before, I've been fortunate to get to know members of this especially vulnerable group of allies, the Female Tactical Platoon, part of the Afghan National Army Special Operations Command. These brave women went through rigorous screening and training by the United States military. They participated in hundreds of direct action combat missions against the Taliban alongside U.S. Special Forces, including Green Berets, Navy SEALs, and Army Rangers. I'd like to share the words of one of the FTPs who was brave enough to share her story with me. Quote, "I can't give you my name for fear of reprisals against my family in Afghanistan. I served in the Afghan National Army Special Forces Female Tactical Platoon for 5 years. I speak 5 languages, spent a year and a half training with the U.S. and British forces before being assigned to the platoon. I would love to serve in the United States Army. I worked alongside U.S. Special Forces and other U.S. assets in dozens of direct action combat missions against the Taliban. I am Hazara, as are most of the FTPs. The Hazara are a persecuted minority in Afghanistan and subject of an ongoing genocide at the hands of the Taliban. I left behind my father, mother, 3 sisters, and 3 brothers. They are now the subject of harassment, intimidation, and kidnapping at the hands of the Taliban because of my service with U.S. forces. Being Hazara only compounds the situation for my family. My sisters, who are college educated, are in Kabul and are in hiding for fear that the Taliban will, quote, disappear them, as has happened to other FTP family members. They are unable to work, go to market, attend school, visit a doctor, or even travel to the rural area where my parents live. They live in constant fear of kidnapping, rape, and even being murdered. Even though they are only my sisters, the Taliban will exact revenge on anyone they can find who is related to me by blood. I fear for my family's lives every day," unquote. The United States withdrew from Afghanistan 3 years ago, but there is more work to be done. We need to pass the Afghan Adjustment Act, and we need to codify the CARE office to continue the work of relocating Afghan allies to a safer place. I yield back.